Franzen from the stretch. Little curveball. Clark manages to get a piece of it, fouls it straight back. Franzen's up, no balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Runner on second. Franzen sets, delivers. Throws a little high there. Brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Franzen sets, delivers. Just a bit high. Evens the count at 2-2. Twos are wild across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. At bat number 2. Franzen sets and delivers. Trying to get Clark to chase the high one. Brings a full count. Sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Franzen with the strikeout. At the end of the top of the second, Knoxville strands 1 runner. No hits. 1 Cub error. After 1.5, Knoxville's up 1-0. Apologies for the technical glitch early on. Operator error up here in the booth. I'll run through the starting lineup here for the Nevada Cubs real quick. So leading off was Cale Franzen, the pitcher. Batting second is third baseman Ty Ditmer. Batting third, shortstop Colin Memmer. Batting fourth is the first baseman Connor Schneckgoke. Batting fifth, center fielder Gavin Malone. Batting sixth is the DH Grant Higgins. He's hitting for the catcher tonight, Holden Fry. Batting seventh is the left fielder James Edwards. Batting eighth, right fielder Christian Hawbaker. And batting ninth, second baseman Marshall Sheldall. On the mound for Knoxville is pitcher number 1, Bo Leisure. Knoxville's lineup: Luke Spohr, shortstop, leads off. Batting second is the DH Evan Eck. He's hitting for the second baseman Dakota Ramsey. Batting third is the center fielder Mike Hudson. Batting fourth is the catcher Bodie Cox. Batting fifth is the pitcher Bo Leisure. Batting sixth, third baseman Trenton Kingery. Batting seventh, the first baseman Jackson Zook. Batting eighth, the left fielder Hayden Hatch. And batting ninth, right fielder Logan Clark. Leading off the second inning for Nevada, center fielder Gavin Malone. Went a little bit high and tight to Malone. 1 ball, no strikes. Leisure from the windup delivers. That's high. Ball 2. Malone sets. Here's a pitch. Checks his swing. Call this a ball high. Malone ahead in the count, 3-0. Leisure sets, delivers. 4-pitch walk to Malone. Second inning in a row, Cubs have the leadoff runner on. Brings up the designated hitter, senior Grant Higgins. Higgins, the DH, is batting for the catcher tonight, Holden Fry. Malone with the lead at first. Leisure sets, delivers. Higgins with a swing and a miss just over top of that pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Leisure checking. There goes Malone from first. Higgins swings through. Malone steals second without a throw. Puts a Cub in scoring position. Stolen base. Higgins, though, in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs for the Cubs here. Bottom of the second. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Nevada senior. Sets and delivers. Higgins with a swing and a miss. First out of the inning. Brings up the left fielder, number 7, James Edwards. Leisure with the first pitch strike. Edwards with the take all the way. Brings the count, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. Cubs have Malone on second base. Swing and a miss for Edwards. Brings up, puts him in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Leisure sets. Delivers. Edwards gets caught looking on the inside fastball for out number 2.
Right fielder, number 17.
Brings up the right fielder, number 17, Christian Hawbaker. 2 outs. Tying run on second, Gavin Malone for the Cubs. Hawbaker checks his swing, and they said he did go around for strike 1. Two outs here, bottom of the second. Leisure sets. There goes Malone from second. Throw from Cox to third is late. Malone with the head first slide, steals third. Second stolen base of the inning. The pitch was a strike to Hawbaker. Puts him in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. But gets Malone a little bit closer to scoring. Pitch in the dirt. Cox can't handle the third strike. Throws to first. Managed to retire Hawbaker for the third out of the inning. For the second inning in a row, the Cubs managed to put the leadoff hitter on, but can't get him to score. After 2 complete, Cubs are trailing Knoxville 1-0. Start of the third inning brings Knoxville's leadoff hitter Luke Spoor to the plate. Franzen, he squares the bunt. Nice bunt down first base line. Franzen let it go foul. Beautiful bunt attempt there by Spoor. Just trickles foul. Heads up play by Franzen, covering from the mound. So that's one strike. In his first at bat, Spoor was caught looking for a strikeout. Franzen hangs a curveball there that Spoor manages to poke out to right field for a single. First hit of the game for Knoxville.
Designated hitter number 5, Evan Eck.
Brings up the designated hitter, Evan Eck. Spoor with a good lead there at first. Franzen jumps out on top with a quick strike, catches that outside corner. Eck's first at bat. Eck manages to turn on that inside fastball, pokes it out into third base foul territory. Ditmer can't quite get there. Drops for foul ball. Puts Eck in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. In his first at bat, Eck managed to drive the ball sharply down third base line. Ditmer couldn't quite handle it. He reached, but was retired on a fielder's choice. Eck with a defensive swing pounds the ball into the dirt in front of down the first base line. Franzen goes over to cover, tosses to Schneckgoki for the out, but it does advance Spoor to second base.
Center fielder number 11, Mike Hudson.
So with the fielder's choice, Spoor moves to second base, 1 out. Brings up center fielder Mike Hudson. First pitch, ball 1. Hudson's first at bat. He grounded to Sheldall at second, who tried to turn double play. Couldn't quite get Hudson at first. He managed to come around on the double by Cox for the game's only run of the game. High and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. The center fielder from Knoxville. That one gets away from Fry. Advances Spoor to third base on the pass ball. And it puts Hudson in a hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Franzen from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Just inside. That brings up the catcher, Bodie Cox. Cox doubled to center field in his first at bat. See if they got the steal play on with Hudson. There he goes, first pitch running. Doesn't draw a throw, so Hudson steals second. Puts 2 Panthers in scoring position. 1 out. Oh, just smidges. Nice curveball there from Franson. Two balls, no strikes to the Panthers cleanup hitter, Bodie Cox. Runners on second and third. The pitch. Strike. Looks like Cox was maybe taking all the way there. Two and one the count. Franzen delivers. Cox. Soft little poke into center field. Is going to score both. Spohr from third and Hudson from second. Cox is 2 for 2 on the night with 3 RBIs already. That'll bring in a courtesy runner. Randy Kiefer's running for Knoxville at first. Now batting the pitcher, number 1, Bo Leisure. Leisure first pitch swinging. Chops one foul. One out here, top of the third inning. Panthers already with 2 runs in. Nice slow curve by Franzen there. Gets Leisure chasing. Franzen's ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes to his counterpart on the mound. Kiefer with a safe lead at first. That pitch upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. To Knoxville pitcher, Bo Leisure. Leisure with it. Leisure with a weak swing, strikes out for the second out of the inning. The ball in the dirt. Kiefer manages to take second base without a throw. 2 outs. The runner in scoring position brings up third baseman, number 4, Trenton Kingery. Nice off-speed pitch there by Franzen. Kingery out in front of that for a swinging first strike. Kingery reached first in his first at-bat in the second inning. Ground ball hit to short, Memmer couldn't quite make the play. Second pitch swinging by Kingery. Sheldall up with the throw. Throws Kingery out at first for the final out of the inning. But Knoxville manages to add to their lead. They score 2 on 2 hits. No Nevada errors. After 2.5 innings, brings a score 3-0, Knoxville ahead. Due up for Nevada in the bottom of the third will be Marshall Sheldall, and then back to the top of the order, Cale Franzen, Ty Ditmer. Score update from softball. Nevada and Knoxville playing over at the softball diamond tonight. It is 1-1 in the bottom of the third. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Nevada Cubs, second baseman, senior Marshall Sheldall. Lee's first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Sets and delivers. Sheldall with a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. And third pitch of the inning, another swing. Big cut for Sheldall. Puts him in the hole though. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 9 batter for the Cubs. Oh, inside, hits Sheldall on the wrist. Sheldall reaches first on the hit by pitch. So for the third inning in a row, the Cubs have their leadoff runner on. Looks like Knoxville head coach Turner DeVore is going to come out, have some words with his pitcher. And looks like they are going to be making a pitching change here in the bottom of the third. So that'll be it for Bo Leisure. He exits after 2 innings. He did not give up a hit and recorded 5 strikeouts. Cubs did manage to get 3 runners, all 3 leadoff runners on of each inning, but couldn't get anyone across the plate. So Leisure's night's done on the mound. Looks like he'll be going out to left field. New pitcher for Knoxville is number 11. It'll be Mike Hudson taking the mound. Now batting for Nevada's leadoff hitter, pitcher, Cale Franzen. Steps in for the first pitch from the new pitcher, Mike Hudson. Came in from center field. Lefty's first pitch is outside for ball 1. Sheldall on first with a safe lead. Hudson sets, throws over. Oh, they get Sheldall in a pickle. And he is tagged out. First baseman Jackson Zook throws to second baseman Dakota Ramsey for the putout. Tricky little pickoff move there from the left-handed pitcher. Catches Sheldall off base for out number 1. So now Hudson goes from the full windup, delivers to Franzen. That one's high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd inning. And the pitch, again, high and outside. Franzen's looking at a 3-0 count. 1 out. Set in the pitch. Ball 4. 4 straight balls to the Cub leadoff hitter. He reaches for the 2nd time tonight. 1 out, runner on first, and the batter is 3rd baseman Ty Ditmer. Caleb Quaker will come in as the courtesy runner again. He ran for Franzen in the 1st inning and managed to steal 2nd and took 3rd base when the catcher's throw got away from the shortstop and into center field. So Quaker, the speedster, on first with a big lead. Ditmer digs in, squares the bunt. Ball's outside. Quaker with a great jump, steals it standing up. Quaker with his 2nd stolen base of the evening, fresh off his state track appearance from the weekend. The pitch was also a ball. Ditmer managed to pull the bat back in time. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Ditmer with a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Cubs' 2-hole hitter, Ty Ditmer. Ramsey and Spoor trying to keep Quaker close at 2nd. That ball's low in the dirt, but nice block by the Knoxville catcher, Bodie Cox, to keep Quaker at 2nd. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd. Ditmer calls time. Steps out. Needs to reset. And we're ready. The left-hander Hudson. That ball's driven to left field with a pitcher leisure. Quaker tags from 2nd. The throw is late and behind. Quaker again managed to take an extra base there on the deep sac fly by Ty Ditmer. Moves the runner to 3rd base with 2 outs. Falls on Colin Memmer to try to drive in Quaker from 3rd to get the Cubs on the board. Colin Memmer's first at bat, struck out looking on a tough curveball. 1st inning. That ball is low but catches the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to the Cubs shortstop. Memmer hit .333 last year for the Cubs, their leading hitter. That ball swing and a miss, but gets by Cox. Quaker scores easily from 3rd base, puts the Cubs on the board. First run of the season, first run of the game for Nevada. Cuts Knoxville lead to 2. Cubs now trail 3-1. Memmer finds himself in a hole, though. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The lefty sets to deliver. Hangs a curveball. Memmer manages to foul it back. Way to stay alive there, Colin Memmer. Hudson sets. Here's the pitch. Loses his hat, but manages to catch Memmer on a high fastball for out number 3. But the Cubs managed to pick up a run. Cubs score 1 run on no hits. Leave no runners on, and there were no Knoxville errors. After 3 complete here at Cubs Stadium, Knoxville leads 3-1. We do get a score update from Cubs Stadium. Nevada soccer team falls short against Marion. Marion manages to win the contest 3-2.
First baseman, number 10, Jackson Zook.
Leading off for Knoxville here in the top of the 4th inning, first baseman number 10, Jackson Zook. Franz in with the windup, sets, delivers, strike, fastball right down the middle. Zook's first at bat, managed a defensive swing, grounded the ball down first base, that Franzen managed to handle and throw him out easy. That is a weak fly ball to first baseman Connor Schneckgoke, who puts the glove on it. Retires Zook for the first out of the inning. With 1 down, that brings up the center fielder now, Hayden Hatch. Hatch started the game in left field, but moved to center on the pitching change last inning. Franzen's first pitch is swung on and miss. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hatch's first at bat, he struck out swinging. That one is outside to even the count at 1-1. Franzen from the windup delivers. Ooh. That one was a little curveball dropped in for a strike. Puts him up on Hatch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks in for the sign, delivers. That one's low and outside. Evens the count at 2-2. One out here in the top of the 4th inning. Franzen sets. That one's up. Brings it to a full count. 3 balls. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. Just misses low. Hatch draws the walk. Puts the runner on first. 1 out. Brings up the right fielder, number 2, Logan Clark.
Right fielder, number 2, Logan Clark.
Clark squares the bunt. Try to move the runner over, but can't get it down. Fouls it back. 1 strike. Schneckgoki holds Hatch on at first. Ditmer plays back. Clark squares again. This time gets the bunt down. Right back to Franson, who fields it. High throw, but Schneckgoki manages to pull down and puts the tag on Clark to retire the batter, but he does manage to move Hatch over to second base on the sacrifice bunt.
Shortstop, number 3, Luke Spore.
So with 2 outs, brings up the leadoff hitter, Luke Spore, shortstop. Franzen's first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Spore is 1 for 2 on the evening. He got the inning going last in the top of the third with a single. Managed to come around and score on a single by Cox later in the evening. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Knoxville leadoff hitter and shortstop Luke Spore. Franzen from the stretch misses high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. There goes the runner from third. Spore manages to pop the fly ball to short left field. Running in to make the catch, James Edwards to retire the side. Franzen manages to get out of the inning. No damage done. Knoxville strands 1 runner, no hits. There were no Cub errors. After 3.5, the score is Knoxville 3, Nevada 1. Due up for Nevada in the bottom of the 4th inning will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Schneckgoki, followed by Gavin Malone, and the DH, Grant Higgins. If any of them should reach, James Edwards is in the 4-hole. Connor Schneckgoki, first baseman for the Cubs, looks to start the inning. Ooh. Hudson comes inside and just misses. Connor was able to dodge that one. Ball 1. Hudson, the left-hander, from the windup, gets ready to deliver. Another inside and low. Schneckgoki up, 2 balls, no strikes. Here, the bottom of the 4th inning. Schneckgoki taking all the way there for his first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing, sharp liner down foul territory. Makes it all the way to the bullpen for strike number 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is inside. Hudson has a problem keeping his hat on. Makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First baseman Connor Schneckgoke. Ball 4. Just misses. That was a close one. So for the 4th straight inning, Nevada manages to put their leadoff runner on. Let's see if they can capitalize this time.
Center fielder, number 10, Gavin Malone.
That brings up center fielder Gavin Malone. Malone's first at bat, he drew a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 2nd inning. Back, Hudson with another pickoff attempt. Schneckgoke with a short lead. The lefty pitcher with that tricky slide step throw over to first. He managed to get Sheldall in the rundown last inning. Sets and delivers high and outside to Malone. Ball 1. Gavin Malone hit .314 for the Cubs last year. Takes a strike there. Even the count 1-1. Set in the pitch. Malone swings. Gets a piece of it, but fouls it straight back. Gets down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here at the bottom of the 4th. Schneckgoke on first. Nevada trails 3-1. Set and deliver. That one's outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Hudson looks in for the sign. Sets, delivers. That one catches the outside corner. Gets Malone looking for out number 1. That's Hudson's 2nd strikeout of the night. Brings up senior Grant Higgins, who is DHing tonight. 1 out. Higgins digs in. Pitch. Swing, fouls it straight back to the netting. No balls, 1 strike to the Cub DH. Hudson sets, delivers. Ooh, curveball gets Higgins out front. The swing and a miss. Puts him in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cub runner on first is Schneckgoke. Hudson the lefty, pitching from the stretch, sets. Gonna throw to first. Almost gets Schneckgoke leaning the wrong way. He manages to get back in the nick of time. Safe. Hudson sets. Delivers. Higgins with the ground ball to first. Gets under the glove of first baseman Zook for a single out to right field. Advances Schneckgoke to get a second. Higgins' first hit of the season. Single to right. brings up left fielder James Edwards.
Left fielder, number 7, James Edwards.
Edwards is 0 for 1 on the night. Knoxville's first baseman Zook appears to be playing in. They might be expecting a bunt here from Edwards. Hudson steps off. Gets in, gets the sign. Edwards does not square. Takes the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Edwards takes again all the way. High and outside for ball 2. Edwards here. Hitters count. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Hudson sets. Gets the inside part of the plate on that fastball. Makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Another fastball. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Nevada left fielder, James Edwards. 2 runners on for the Cubs here, bottom of the 4th. Hudson doesn't like the signal. Doesn't like the sign, steps off. Everyone gets a reset here. The runners with modest leads at second and first. And the pitch. That one's low in the dirt. Another nice stop by Cox behind the plate. Prevents the runners from advancing. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Batter for Nevada, James Edwards, left fielder. And the pitch. Edwards was a liner. Hard hit ball to second base. Bobbled. And Edwards managed to beat out the sharp hit. Ramsey at second base couldn't cleanly field the sharp liner by Edwards. Edwards' speed manages to beat out the infield hit. That loads the bases for the Cubs with 1 out.
Right fielder, number 17, Christian Hawbaker.
Brings up the right fielder, Christian Hawbaker. Bases juiced for the Cubs. First pitch from Hudson to Hawbaker. High and outside. One 0 count. Another low. Blocked nicely by Cox in the dirt. Has a little trouble finding it, but keeps it in front of him. Puts Hawbaker up 2-0 here. Bottom of the 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 4th. Hudson's really laboring through this half inning. There he catches the inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitched low, but Hawbaker manages to put the bat on the ball. Foul it back to even the count 2-2. Bases loaded. Schnettkoke on third. Higgins on second. Edwards on first. Infield in at the corners for Knoxville. Back up the middle, hoping to maybe turn a double play to get out of the inning. 2-2 to Hawbaker. Hawbaker swings and misses. Ball in the dirt. Gets away from Cox, but since first base is covered, Hawbaker is retired on the strikeout. Second out of the inning.
Second baseman for Marshall Sheldall.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, second baseman Marshall Sheldall. Coach DeVore making the trip to the mound again. brings in the entire infield. Talk some strategy. Quick score update from the softball diamond. Nevada Cubs taking on Knoxville over at softball, and in the bottom of the fifth, Nevada holds a 1-run lead, 2-1 Nevada over Knoxville in the bottom of the fifth at softball. It looks like Coach DeVore has his strategy set. Sheldall digs in at the plate. Hudson still on the mound, the left-hander. Infield playing back, still looking for the easy out. That pitch is high and outside to end the inning. So the ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Sheldall. Set and the pitch. That one's upstairs as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Hudson's gone 2-0 on the last 3 batters to begin the at-bat. The lefty sets from the stretch. Hudson with a chopper back to the mound. Hudson fields it cleanly, throws to first to retire the side. Hudson manages to pitch out of a bases-loaded jam there. Keep the score. Knoxville 3, Nevada 1 after 4 innings. Franzen comes out for the top of the 5th inning. The junior will face batters 2, 3, and 4 in the Knoxville lineup. Evan Eck, Mike Hudson, and Bodie Cox. Eck, the DH, first pitch swinging, fouls one back to the netting. No balls, 1 strike. Franzen up quickly. The line of the pitch, that one low and outside to even the count at 1-1. And the set and the pitch. Nice curveball, catches the corner. Franzen had that pitch working pretty well tonight for himself. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th inning. To the Knoxville DH, Evan Eck. Set and the pitch. Defensive swing, manages to keep himself alive. Eck fouls that back. One ball, 2 strikes. From the windup, Franzen pitches outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Eck on the night has reached on an error and is grounded out to Franzen. Paul bounces nicely up to Memmer at short. Throws over to Schneckgoke for the out. Ground ball to Memmer to Schneckgoke for the first out of the evening. Up the number 3 batter in the lineup, pitcher Mike Hudson. First pitch is a ball. Hudson has reached twice and scored twice on the night. That one's off speed right down the middle. Fooled Hudson on that pitch. Evens the count 1-1. Hudson has singled his last at bat and has 2 stolen bases on the evening. Ooh, that one must have just missed. That little inside curveball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hudson. That one is low as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count here for Hudson. Let's see if he's up there swinging away. The wind up in the pitch. Hudson is swinging. Laces it out to left field. Edwards can't read it correctly. Bounces to the wall. Hudson's going to try for 3. Round second. Here's the relay throw. He's in. Safe. 3-1. Hudson manages to lace a 3-1 pitch out to left field. Slices away from Edwards. Makes it to the wall. His speed around second, despite a nice relay, slides in safely at third into scoring position. That brings up tonight's Cub killer, catcher Bodie Cox. Cox takes a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. The Knoxville catcher is 2 for 2 on the evening with a double and single and 3 RBIs. That ball is skied straight up in the infield. Memmer, no one sees it, no one can find it. It drops between Memmer and Ditmer on the infield. For a infield single and another RBI for Cox. That brings Coach Patrick Tufts to the mound for Nevada. Cox is starting where he left off last year. Cox led Knoxville in RBIs last season. And has now 4 on the evening. 3 for 3 night. Up for Knoxville, the left fielder, Bo Leisure. Coach just went out to settle down his team. Franzen got Cox to pop up, but both third baseman Ditmer and shortstop Memmer lost the ball in the lights, couldn't find it, and unfortunately fell in the infield for a single. Leisure squares to bunt. The throw down by Fry is a little off target, which allowed the Panther courtesy runner, Ryan Kiefer, to steal second. Puts another Knoxville runner in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes to left fielder Leisure. Franzen with a fastball that Leisure manages to foul straight back to even the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Leisure with a big swing and a miss. Franzen gets on top, 1 ball, 2 strikes here. See if he can come back with that curveball that seems to be working well for him tonight on the outside corner. Pitch. Fools Leisure. Kiefer with a jump. Steals third. Close play by Fry. Throw is right on the money to Ditmer, who slapped the tag down, but Kiefer managed to slide just under the tag. Bang, bang play, but Kiefer managed to get under the tag and steal third base. Leisure did swing and strike out for his second strikeout of the evening. Brings up the third baseman, Trenton Kingery. First pitch swinging. Flies that one out of play down the third base line. Strike 1. That is also Kiefer's 4th stolen base of the evening. Pinch running for catcher Bodie Cox. Set and to deliver. Another nice little off-speed pitch there by Franzen. Gets Kingery chasing a little behind. Digs himself a hole. Franzen, no balls, 2 strikes. With the pitch, Kingery with a soft little liner to Schneck-Goki down first, who manages to tag Kingery just before he steps on first base to retire the side. The triple from Hudson comes back to haunt them, though. They put another run on the board with 1 run on 1 hit. 1 run on 2 hits. No Cub errors. Extends Knoxville lead to 4-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. Due up for Nevada is the top of the order: Franzen, Ditmer, and Memmer. Bottom of the 5th inning brings leadoff hitter Cale Franzen to the plate. We also see a pitching change here to start the bottom of the fifth. First baseman Jackson Zook will now take the mound. So with Zook now on the pitching mound, other defensive changes for Knoxville. Bodie Cox, who had been catching, moves to first base. The center fielder, Hayden Hatch, comes in to catch, and Mike Hudson goes back out to center field. So Zook's first offering of the night is low to Franzen for ball one. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Franzen, who has reached base both times he's been up this evening, both by walks. That was kind of an excuse me swing, trying to get out of the way. Defensive swing by Franzen. Little foul ball behind the plate. Puts him in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here. Bottom of the fifth. Cubs trailing by a score of 4-1. Cale Franzen at the plate. Franzen gets fooled on an off-speed pitch for out number 1. That brings up junior Ditmer, third baseman. Ditmer is 0 for 2 on the night, but he's had 2 pretty well hit balls. Liner to the first baseman and a fly out to left field. Zook, however, jumps out ahead. No balls, 1 strike here to the Cub third baseman. With the pitch, Ditmer with a swing and a miss. Puts himself in a little hole here. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out for the Cubs in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch. Get up and run! Ditmer on the swinging strike, but the ball hit Ditmer and got away from the catcher. And since it's a drop, considered a drop third strike, Ditmer was managed to basically steal first base on the drop first. Now the umpires are going to confer to make sure the call is right. Umpiring tonight, we have Ryan Reinertson and Todd Savage. Looks like the call is going to stand, so that is a strikeout. We are going to call the batter out. So Ditmer is called out on strikes, swinging strike for the second out of the inning. Up, number three hitter for the Cubs, shortstop Colin Memmer. That ball is in the dirt, low for ball 1. Memmer is 0 for 2 on the night. That one is outside as well for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to the Cubs shortstop. Memmer bounces one to the short. Bounces up nicely to him. He's up and throws and just gets Memmer by a step. Close bang play at first, but Memmer's called out on the ground ball to short. That brings us after 5 complete. Score Knoxville 4, Nevada 1. So Cub changes going into the 6th inning. Now pitching for Nevada is number 7, James Edwards. Cale Franzen will move to shortstop, and Colin Memmer will move out to left field. So that's Edwards now pitching, Franzen at short, Memmer in left.
Now pitching to the
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Knoxville Panthers is the pitcher, number 10, Jackson Zook. Edwards with his first pitch of the night. Catches the outside corner with a fastball, strike 1. And the righty sets and delivers. Just low. Evens the count 1-1. Edwards looks in for the sign. Jackson swings, lines that one out past first base, foul territory. Strike number 2. Defensively for the Cubs, we got Holden Fry catching, Ty Ditmer at third, Cale Franzen at short, Marshall Sheldall at second, Connor Schnettkoke at first. And the pitch, defensive swing by Zook, had him fooled out on his front foot, but he managed to stay alive, chopping it foul down first baseline. Outfield goes Memmer, Malone, Hawbaker, left to right. Edwards with the windup and the pitch. Zook again grounds it to first. Schnettkoke shovels. Flips it to Sheldall, covering second on a great play. Catches the bag for the first out of the inning. Up the catcher, number 18, Hayden Hatch. Strike 1 on the first pitch. Hatch struck out in his first at bat, drew a walk in his second. That ball is fouled out of play down the third baseline. Puts him in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Edwards from the windup. And the pitch. Little curveball just outside. Try to get Hatch fishing there. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Hatch with a ground ball to third. Ditmer up with it. Throws to Schneck-Goki to first. Cross the diamond for out number 2. Nice play there by the third baseman. Scoop and throw for out number 2. Brings up the number 9 hitter, right fielder, Logan Clark. Edwards, Clark first pitch swinging, chops it to Franzen at short. Up and throws Schneck-Goki out. Very efficient inning for Edwards. 3 up, 3 down. All on ground balls. No runs, no hits, no Cub errors, no one left. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, Nevada trails Knoxville 4-1. Due up for Nevada would be batters 4, 5, and 6, Schneck-Goki, Malone, and Higgins. Off the bottom of the 6th for the Cubs, first baseman Connor Schneck-Goki. First pitch strike. Schneck-Goki watches that one low and outside for ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Connor is 0 for 1 tonight. Off the handle of the bat, dribbles one to second base, who scoops up and throws to first for the out. Schneck-Goki retired on a grounder to second base. That brings up center fielder, number 10, Gavin Malone. That one, first pitch, hits Malone right in the leg. Malone reaches for the second time tonight on the hit by pitch. That brings up the designated hitter, Grant Higgins. Higgins singled the last time up right field. 1 for 2 on the night. Higgins with a big swing just over top of that fastball. Strike 1. Zook from the stretch. Throws low for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out. Malone does have 2 stolen bases on the evening, but a safe lead over there currently. That ball low and in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Malone off and running on the pitch. Higgins drives that ball to the gap in left center. Off the fence. Malone around second. Gets held up on third. Higgins with a deep drive to the left center alley. Pulls in for a double. Second hit of the night. Puts Nevada runners on second and third with 1 out and brings up the pitcher, James Edwards. Now to bat, James Edwards, the pitcher. First pitch swinging, laces 1 out, foul past first base. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out here with Nevada threatening, with runners on second and third. Knoxville electing not to hold Malone on at third. He gets a running lead. That ball inside and tight on Edwards for ball 1. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to the Cub pitcher. Zook sets and delivers. That one on the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Edwards digs in. Malone with a big lead at third. Same pitch, outside corner, catches Edwards looking for out number 2. Two outs now.
Number 17, Christian Hawbaker.
That brings up right fielder Christian Hawbaker. And it looks like Coach DeVore is going to the mound again, pulling his infielders in. Maybe talking strategy here. Doesn't look to be a pitching change, but we'll see. We do have an update from the softball diamond, where the Nevada Cubs were taking on the Knoxville Panthers, and it is now final. Nevada wins 4-3 over Knoxville. Okay, back to the action. DeVore has his infield strategy set. Malone with a track runner's lead at third. Hawbaker steps in, takes the pitch high for ball 1. Hawbaker's 0 for 2 on the evening, looking to get his first hit of the night. Could be a perfect time here. Cubs could use the run. That pitch is also up for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to the Cub right fielder. Zook sets, throws low. Nice stop there by Hatch, the catcher. Keep that going to the backstop. 3-0 pitch here for Hawbaker. See if he gets the green light. Follow Tony La Russa's unwritten rule. Takes all the way for strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. Zook sets, delivers. Hawbaker swings through that fastball for strike number 2. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cubs have runners on second and third. Trail 4-1 here, bottom of the 6th. That ball's high. Hawbaker draws a 2-out walk. Loads the bases for the Cubs. Brings up second baseman Marshall Sheldall. Probably saw tonight's Cub bat boy. That's Hunter Haley. Hunter is the son of Roger and Janelle Haley. He is a 5th grader in Nevada. His favorite Cub baseball player are the Franzens. His favorite position to play is second base, and he currently plays for the Nevada Giants. Thanks for your help, Hunter. Marshall Sheldall at the plate now for Nevada. Takes first pitch high for ball 1. Second pitch up in his eyes. Swings for strike 1. That ball is up. That brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for the Cubs. Zook doesn't have anywhere to put him. Sheldall digs in. The pitch. That ball is outside. Oh, they're going to call it a strike. A delayed call there by the umpire, but that's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Cubs. And the pitch. Sheldall swings over the pitch. For the Cubs in the inning. The Cubs do manage to load the bases on 1 hit. Leave 3 runners stranded. No Knoxville errors. After 6 complete, that brings the score to Knoxville 4, Nevada 1. Leading off the top of the 7th for Knoxville, shortstop Luke Spohr. Spohr has 1 hit on the night. Laces that one to center, but Malone's got a beat on it. Tracks it down, snags it in center for the first out of the inning. Nice play there by the Cubs center fielder. That brings up the designated hitter, Evan Eck. Swinging on the mitts, the first strike. Eck has put the ball in play and reached twice on the game, but does not have an official hit yet. That one is inside and low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Knoxville designated hitter. Edwards pitches from the windup. Pitches, that's high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike, hitter's count. Gets the sign and the pitch. Eck gets around a little late on the ball, but drops just foul down the right field line for strike number 2. That takes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Defensive swing. Eck pounds up the ball off the mound. High chopper. Edwards fields it. Throws quickly to Schneckgoke, who can't quite put a glove on the ball. Eck reaches on the air. Puts a runner on first with 1 out. Brings up the center fielder, number 11, Mike Hudson. Edwards from the stretch gets called for a balk. That sends Eck to second base. Umpire explaining to Edwards where the error occurred. Hudson now digs in. He is 2 for 2 on the night. Reached safely 3 times with the fielder's choice. That ball gets away from Fry, the catcher, who throws to third, low for Ditmer. Can't quite pick it up. Eck advances to third on the pass ball. Thought about trying to sneak home on the low throw from Fry to Ditmer, but retreats back to third. Puts a runner on third with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes to Hudson. Hudson tripled to left center's last at bat. The pitch, that ball low as well. Another good stop there by Fry behind the plate. Holden Fry digs that one out of the dirt. And now we get a coach's timeout. Coach Tufts go talk to his pitcher on the mound. Looks like Coach has his defense set. Edwards still on the hill. And he'll go from the stretch. Eck on third, 1 out. Swing and a miss. There by Hudson. Knoxville has a runner on third with 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Hudson. Edwards sets, delivers. He slices one out to left field. Memmer's there, but can't quite make the catch. Bounces off the glove. Hudson running straight out of the box. Takes advantage of the situation and stretches it to a double. Eck scores from third on the play.
First baseman, number 15, Bodie Cox.
Hudson reaches for the fourth time tonight and stands on second base and brings up Cub killer Bodie Cox, who is 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs tonight. First pitch swinging, skies one high behind first base. Sheldall, the second baseman, calls off Schneckgoki, gets underneath it to record the fly out for the second out of the inning. Cubs finally retire Cox on the night. Fly out to second base. Hudson stays on second, and with 2 down, brings up left fielder Bo Leisure. Leisure with a big cut. Can't catch up to Edwards' fastball for strike number 1. Leisure's 0 for 3 on the evening with 2 strikeouts. There goes Hudson off second base. Holden Fry does not attempt to throw. Hudson got a great jump there. Nobody really holding him on at second. Easily takes third. That's his third stolen base of the night. Edwards set. Edwards gets called for a balk. So Hudson will trot home from third on the balk. Also no pitch, but Leisure is down 0-2 on the count. Two outs, 0-2 on the count. Leisure manages to get a piece of that one, fouls it back to the screen to stay alive. And we're set. Edwards with a pitch. Leisure pounds it to second baseman. Marshall Sheldall up with the throw. Fields it cleanly, up with the throw. Final out of the inning. But Knoxville manages to tack on 2 more insurance runs. They score 2 on no hits, 2 Cub errors, and no one left on base. With a half inning to play, Knoxville takes a 6-1 lead on Nevada Cubs. Due up for Nevada. It's the top of the lineup. Franzen, Ditmer, and Memmer. Leading off for Nevada, Cubs' last chance. Shortstop, number 16, Cale Franzen. Zook's first pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Franzen is 0 for 1 on the evening, but he has drawn 2 walks, reached twice, and scored the Cubs' only run. That ball is fouled back. Puts Franzen in a hole, 0-2. Knoxville pitcher Zook deals. Tries to get Franzen to bite on a curveball. No deal. Lands outside for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zook delivers. Fastball outside. Low and outside. Ball 2 evens the count. 2-2. Franzen with a swing and a miss. Goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. That brings up third baseman, number 5, Ty Ditmer. Looks like Coach DeVore is going to go to the bullpen one more time. He's going to hand the ball to looks like number 5, Evan Eck. So now pitching for Knoxville is number 5, Evan Eck. Bodie Cox will return behind the plate, catching. And at first base is Hayden Hatch for Knoxville. Now batting for Nevada's third baseman, Ty Ditmer. Eck's first pitch to Ditmer is high and inside for ball 1. That one's up top as well for ball number 2. Ditmer's hit the ball hard twice tonight, but has not yet recorded a hit. Eck goes to 3-0 on Ditmer. 3-0 here. See what Ditmer does. He squares, pulls back. Gets the courtesy strike call. 3 balls, 1 strike now for Ditmer. Short little curveball there. Pretty confident pitch. Ditmer's out front swinging for a miss. That brings the count full. 3-2. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Ditmer manages to hang tough. Fouls it back behind the plate. Out of play. Gets another life. With the windup and the pitch. Curveball catches inside corner for strike 3. Ditmer goes down looking for out number 2. Brings up shortstop Colin Memmer.
Up to 24, Colin Memmer.
Memmer steps out to reset. Cubs down to their final out here. Memmer's 0 for 3 on the evening. Pitch is inside for ball 1. And the pitch up high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs trailing 6-1. Eck with the windup and the pitch. Down low in the dirt. Good stop by Cox. Kept it in front. Another 3-0 count. Cubs batters have worked 3-0 counts the last 2 hitters. That curve doesn't quite have the break on it. Up and behind Memmer for ball 4, and Memmer's on base with a walk. Brings up the first baseman, Connor Schneckgoke. Connor is 0 for 2 on the evening, but has drawn a walk. That ball is behind Schneckgoke. Gets all the way back to the wall. Cox tracks it down. Memmer manages to take the free base on the pass on the wild pitch. So Cubs have a runner at second with 2 outs. Schneckgoke steps in. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball's low too. 2 balls, no strikes. And that ball gets away high upside. Cox couldn't put a glove on it. Goes all the way back to the backstop. That's 3 balls. No strikes to the batter Schneckgoke. Ditmer takes third on the second wild pitch of the at-bat. Schneckgoke draws a walk on 4 straight pitches. That puts runners on the corner for Nevada. With 2 outs, brings up center fielder Gavin Malone. Malone has reached base twice tonight with a walk and hit by pitch. Malone taking all the way, takes strike 1. Why not? Eck hasn't hit the target here. Coach Tufts is going to make a pinch running substitution here. Looks like Coach thought about possibly pinch running, but decided not at this time. So we'll get back to live action. Malone steps in against Eck. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch, Malone with a cut. Schneck-Goki manages to steal second base. The throw from Cox was on the money, just a couple seconds too late. So Schneck-Goki with a stolen base stands on second. Malone down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. That curve doesn't quite break in there. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Malone. Set, and the pitch. Again, outside. Cox threatens the throw. Holds on. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That curveball catches the outside corner, fools Malone for strike 3, and the 3rd out of the inning, and that closes out the contest. Tonight's home opener, unfortunately, does not go Nevada's way. Knoxville pulls out a 6-1 victory on the evening. Nevada will be on the road tomorrow night at Boone. Next home game will be Friday night. They'll play Ames High, the neighbors battle of Story County. So once again, tonight's final, 6-1. Knoxville Panthers take the victory over Nevada Cubs. That's it from Cubs Stadium tonight. Join us again on Friday when Nevada takes on Ames High. 7:30 first pitch. Have a great rest of your week.